thought I'd just snuggle up. So I got into the covers and then I just fell asleep. So, yes, 20 minutes late. Because you can't do things when you're asleep, apart from dream and things like that. Did I have a dream? I don't think so. Anyway, I'm here now. Hooray! Who's here? Waiting and waiting, patiently, live chat. So, hello. You're having a talk with it. Yes, happy fake February to you too. Whatever. Hello, Philip. Hello, Arafingal. Hello, anybody else? Anybody else that's here? It is time for me to annoy you for half an hour. Yay. Yes, so, goodness me, I'm just sort of like, sleepy. Just woke up. Just went, well, no, what time is it? It was only about 4 minutes to when I got that. Ow! When I looked at the time and I thought, oh, I've got a minute to go, and then the next minute I knew it was a lot later. Still, I didn't completely sleep through it. I'm still here. Yay. Oh my goodness me. I don't know how you've had a week. What have I done this week? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I proofed the proofs. I proofed the proofs for going in the fringe book with my show. But I missed the deadline, so it's not going to be online or available to view until April, I think it is. Something like that. Ages. Oh, no. I'm not going to sleep now. I'm awake now. I'm awake. So once you're awake, you may as well stay awake. I thought it was going to snow. Oh, it's so cold. That's why I got in bed. It's so cold. And yet no snow. My computer was having an alert going, snow soon, snow in 19 minutes. So I waited 5 minutes, snow in 20 minutes. Oh, wait a bit longer. Snow, didn't snow. Said it was going to, and it didn't. Snow on higher ground, but slightly higher than us, I think. A lot higher than us. I don't think it snowed at all. It was just a lie. And I was thinking, oh, we'll have the Winter Olympics here. We could go for a sledding. We could go for a skate. Or we could go and use the bedding and get very warm inside the bedding. Not the sledding, but oh no, there was no snow. No snow. Ah. So that's all I've done, yeah. And I've started a new series. What's that object? What's that mysterious object? What's the mystery object? And I've got so much junk and stuff in my house that I can carry on forever and ever, showing you objects and saying this is where I've got them and this is the why and la 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 la, and hopefully it will be entertaining or something like that. What is entertainment anyway? Not this. Anyway, but I'm here, and you know, you gotta carry on, don't you? Carry on. So that's what I've been doing. Not having snow, falling asleep, and that's it really. And I'm proofing my show information. Ready to go. And I printed out what I've got of what I started writing for it. I really need to work harder on it. So I had. It's only 8 pages long. I thought I had more than that. Oh dear, I don't think that's long enough. But I've still got months. It's August that it will be. So months. So that's all good. Oh, so tired. Oh, sleepy. So I trust everyone's been well and had a lovely time and done some stuff more than me. Barely leave the house. Put out the rubbish. That's as far as I've got outside the house. Feed the cat. Not our cat, just a cat. The cat that comes. I saw something about how to get a feral cat or a wild cat into your house and keep it there. And this person just locked the door and kept the cat in. And I'm like, but that's scary. I don't think that's a good idea. Also, she would poo all over the place. And that will definitely not be a good idea. So let's not do that. So the cat. cat. Oh, we should. I thought that she was going to have baby cats, also known as kittens. Because she's very fat, but I think that's just because we feed her a lot. She's not been eating all the food that we've been putting out, but she's very picky. It's like, oh, come on, eat something. She's like, that's not what I want. Not what I want. She doesn't talk. That would be interesting. If she started talking, then that would be a little bit alarming. She doesn't. Just, no, not at all. But I haven't gone for walks or anything because it's too cold. It's too horrible. It's like just stay in bed and sleep. Sleep. That's what you can do. Sleep. Macbeth hath murdered sleep. No, he hasn't. He definitely hasn't. Ah, when shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain, or snow, or wind, or weather, or windy wind, windy wind, windy wind. Yes. Oh, I tell you what, one of my mystery objects. I found a little silver cup that I bought in Notting Hill at the one end of Portobello Road. It's quite long. At the one end, there's a little temporary market, and the other end there's lots of markets. And so on the one end, the far end, that's not really the tourist end, there was like a little temporary market ages ago, ages ago, and there was the man that had a load of old silver out on a trestle table, and a lot of it was I was there with a friend, Andrew J. Ledger. Do you remember him? And we looked at the all the different silver, and there was one particular little silver cup from that was presented to Mr. and Mrs. Singer on the event of their wedding at Harrow Synagogue. And it was like, oh no, that's going to get sold off and melted down. Nobody can. So Andrew was just like, oh, I feel bad for these people. And we're like, oh, so I was like, I'll buy it. So I bought it. I've got 10% battery left. Oh, I'm running out. Anyway, I bought it. And hang on a minute. I'm just plugging plug it in. I bought it, but I was like, who's Miss? I suddenly thought yesterday, who are Mr. and Mrs. Singer? And why? Why did their little wedding cup end up here? So, sorry. They're not there. I just plugging it in. And so I looked up Mr. and Mrs. Singer today. Didn't have their first names, which wasn't helpful. But it's a silver cup, so it's got a Birmingham hallmark on it. And I looked that up, and I'm pretty sure it's 1958. So what I did was look up all the Mr. and Mrs. Singers that got married from 1958, so probably between 1958 and 1960, probably. I mean, it could be, it's any time after 1958. And so I found them, so I started doing like a little family tree. It's like, I think these are the ones, but I don't know. But I didn't get very far. But that's my little project, looking them up and finding out who they are, and then maybe contacting their relatives and going, hello, do you want this cup? But it's probably really depressing, because my thoughts were, how would this end up? Because it's probably from a house clearance sale or something like that. So probably they're no longer with us, and probably they either split up or they didn't have children, and that would be sad. So I don't really know whether I want to know anymore, really. That was and also I bought it. I spent money on it. I don't want it to be melted down. That's the thing, though. Silver went up in price, and it's gone down again. It's sort of hovering now. It's a little bit. It's higher than it used to be. Not as high as it was 2 weeks ago. But the thing is, I've been watching all these videos where people are going into all these celestial gold and silver places, and then selling loads of really stuff. I mean, I said something about, there was this massive. Did I tell you about this? Somebody had this massive big dish. This huge silver dish and it was beautiful. And they took it to a gold and silver person, and they just chopped it in half and melted it down. It's like, and that's what's going to happen. That's what happens when the price of these precious metals becomes so high that people are just going to go, I don't care about sentimental value or history or interest or anything like that, or beauty. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to melt it down. So I don't want that to happen to this cup. It would feel bad, even though these people are not. So another possibility was that somebody had stolen this and then just sold it on to this man in Portobello Road. So that's not great if I'm handling somebody's stolen goods. But yeah, that's one of my mystery objects. The mystery is, who are these people? Where are they now? Are they still with us? Because 1958 is not that far in the past. Because if they're the ones that I thought, then one of them was born in 1936, so he might still be with us, but probably isn't. Might be. He'd be 90. He's probably not. He's probably not. So even if he was when I bought this cup, he probably isn't there. That's depressing. Oh, it's mine now anyway. But I'm not having it melted down because, that's the trouble, right? Even if silver was worth an awful lot of money, then I melted down the family silver. That's it. Somebody said, you're not going to sell precious things and jewelry unless you're really in trouble, are you? So it's like, oh, yeah, am I rich? Well, it doesn't matter if I am, because I don't want to show this on. My shiny silver things, shiny. Might have to sell some of this stuff though to fund my Edinburgh adventure. Because I haven't booked a room or where to stay. Now, the people I stayed with last year, they haven't said, hey, do you want to stay with us this year? So I might have to make alternative arrangements. And I don't want to be presumptuous. If they're going out, I might have been such a nightmare to live with last year that they don't want to live with me again this year. And that's quite sad. There's a couple of places that have got guest spots that I did last year that I would like to do guest spots again this year, but unfortunately the two of the shows that I did guest spots for last year are at the same time as my show, so we're all clashing. So 12 noonish is the place and the time to be. All sorts of things going on. Are you still there? Nobody's here. Oh, somebody's given me a super fund. Oh, super chat, super live chat, super chat, £3. Thank you very much from Arfingo. Yay! Thank you very much. That's good. That'll fund my Edinburgh adventure. Yay! I don't think it will, but it's a good start, and I won't have to melt down somebody else's family silver. That's it. It's not my family silver. Whoever the Singer family are, it's their family silver. But now it's mine. My adopted family. It's like, I don't know who you are. I don't even know your first names. But I have your silver. Your family silver. It's grim, isn't it? Oh dear. You think that you're having a lovely time. You're getting married. You get a lovely silver cup from the people that you go to churchy temple with. And then it ends up on a trestle table, and some random person buys it, and it isn't in your family anymore. That's very sad. But when I bought it, I remember this. I remember the day. I looked it up on them. I was like, where did I buy this? And I looked it up on Google Maps, and I exactly there. So I showed my parents. I was like, hey, look there. That's where I bought it. That's where I bought it. And I remember that day, it was very busy. So they closed the road so that they could have this market. And then I bought this. And then I bumped into somebody called Earl Oakin, who lives just up the road from this and has lived there since he was 6. So I looked him up. He's got a Wikipedia page since he was 6. And he's very interesting because he had trained as a teacher, and then he got asked to tour with Paul McCartney and Wings, and he also made loads. He actually made some made some songs that I think Cilla Black and Helen Reddy and some other people covered in the 1960s. That's very interesting. And then he went into comedy, so he does comedy songs and stuff like that. So he's very interesting. Anyway, we bumped into him and said, hello, Ken, we know you. Hello, how are you? And he was like, come to tea. So we went to tea in his flat, which was filled with records, complete from top to toe. So he's lived there since he was 6 in this very same flat, and it's completely covered in records. It was very, very full of records. So he was very like me, collecting stuff, random stuff, all the stuff, surrounded by the stuff. And so that was good. So that's the only time I've been to his house, because we were right next to his house, and it was like, oh, it's so crowded and busy, come to tea. So we did. That was fun. Anyway, we looked him up, and he's on Wikipedia, so you can look him up on Wikipedia. Yay! Oh my goodness me. So that's great. Well, where am I going with this? I don't know. I haven't been to back. I was like, well, I used to go there all the time to Portobello Road, because I used to live in that area anyway. And Portobello Road, and I tell you what, there's a flyover, a road, this big road, and underneath the road is a load of shops and businesses. And there was this one bar, sort of community bar, that had a theatre space underneath, and I used to do comedy gigs there. That was fun. Yes, go anywhere, still there, yes. So that was great. So I used to go there regularly. Near Ladbroke Grove it was. I used to go there regularly, and yeah. And then I didn't. But I did for a while. So far in the past, I don't do anything. I don't go anywhere. I used to do places and go things. What? I used to go places and do things, yes. But I'm going to go to Cardiff at the end of the week, and then I'm going to go to Edinburgh again the week after for a day. For a whole day. I'm going to travel all day, and I'm going to be there, and I'm come back again. Almost like it's a waste of my time, isn't it? No, I'm there because I'm involved with helping to organise the Fringe. Hooray! Way! Doing stuff, helping people. Don't get paid for anything. Be nice. I have to sell my family silver, somebody else's family silver, to pay for everything. Yes, helping other people. Oh, yes, the altruism. Is it altruistic, really, when you benefit from it in the end? Yes, because that is what happens. If you do things for other people, then ultimately you do benefit from it. If you don't do things for other people, and you do selfish, terrible, awful things, then it backfires, and you also suffer in the end. You must do nice things, even if you're selfish, because if you're selfish, then doing nice things for other people will ultimately help you. And you're very, very stupid if you don't help other people, because you will suffer in the end. And that's what I think, yes. So the more selfish you are, the more you should help other people, because you're only helping yourself. There you go. And if you are selfless, then you should help other people. And if you are selfish, then you should help other people. People? Yes, all the people should be helped by you. And that is what you should do. That is my philosophy of life, of which I have many times bored the ear off you with saying the same thing. Circular. It's like, yes, you're back to the same thing. You've run out of things to say, and you're back to the same thing. I've become the person that I most despise, the person that keeps talking the same thing. Back to the beginning. Oh, no, you've heard this one before. Stop me if you've heard this one before. No, don't, because it's my only story. It's all that's left. There's nothing left. And it comes to us all at a certain point. We do no more new things, and we have to dwell in the past, or other people's past, or the past, and the future, and it's all concentrated. Time is an illusion. It's all concentrated in one lump. It's all happening at the same time, and just our brains are processing this as if it's sequential, and it's probably not. It's probably all happened. It's all to be happening. is happening at the same time. All of it. Oh gosh, yes. There's not even any new meat. I tried to start watching that new thing that's by the people that did Dairy Girls, and we watched 1 minute of it, but my mum and dad wanted to see. Well, their dad didn't want to see it, but we wanted to see the end of the Masked Singer, the finale of the Masked Singer. Masked Singer, if you're a posh person. Masked Singer, if you're a Monty Python character from The Meaning of Life. Carol, play a singer. Anyway, but so we watched that. So I only watched about a minute. But to be honest, it was like 40 minutes. No, it's like, I think is it comedy drama rather than straight up comedy? So I don't know. What's it called? How to Get to Heaven from Belfast or something like that. Didn't watch enough to really know what was happening, but it's probably better than I'm thinking it is. Maybe I'll watch it another time. Not much films and things going on. I rewatched Sinners since I saw you last. I can't see you, but whatever, because I set up my projector, la la la, and put it towards the because my brother ages ago had this room and he set up a screen, so it's got an actual screen instead. So I put it, it's like a blind, but it's also a screen, so I can watch things. But the HDMI cable is not very good, and it is not connecting. So I tried just before I fell asleep, I tried to connect it. I thought I'll watch something, not that I had time, and it didn't work. So and also we stopped having Sky because it was expensive, but we could still get FreeSat through the Sky satellite. But this week, I don't know whether it's because it's rained a lot or just because they've cut off the usage of the Sky satellite, because I've heard, because we're not paying for it anymore, I've heard that Sky View is not actually sold anymore. So maybe the satellite isn't active, or we're poking the satellite dish in the wrong direction. But we stopped getting television this week. You can still get the television through the internet, but we stopped getting regular television. It's like the broadcast television, so it's like, oh, that's annoying. Well, I mean, you could pay for it, but the whole point was it was very expensive. We stopped paying for it, and it was lucky that we still had access to the free version of it for a little while, but now we don't. So no television, no broadcast television. In the end, everything goes, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. It's a room still. It's like to have fun, go anywhere. No, nobody's talking to me. Nobody's talking to me. Everybody's quiet. Are you just fascinated by the... No, because this is not fascinating. This is just me going on and burbling and bubbling and bubbling. It's probably happening in the background. You're like, what is happening? 7 people? Hello, 7 people. That's loads more. Oh no, still there. The 7 people. It's just unheard of. Barely get 2 these days. I'm guessing your parents could... Yes. Oh, I don't know. My mother... No, actually, yesterday because she's not been very well, and every time she's like, she's not really getting out and about much, but she likes to feed the birds, and she jumps up from nothing. She goes, "Wait, I'm going to do something now," and she goes off just as because I cook the dinner, right, or the lunch, and it's like, "Mum, food is ready in a minute." Oh, well, I'm going out now. I'll only be 5 minutes. It's like, but food is ready now. And then off she goes, feeds the birds, and then exhausts herself, and then feels bad. Now, yesterday was worrying because she came in and she fainted in the kitchen, and she was just staring at me, and I was like, no. So I was like, Mum, wake up. So that was worrying. So it's like, stay down with us and sit down, and I'll do all the stuff. So that was scary. So not so great. Let's hope that she's all right now, because I was like, oh, there she is. And she's like, don't call anyone, I'm fine. And she seems fine. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, worrying when people like that. So I don't know. That's it. When people faint, I used to faint a lot, like a couple of times. Like if you exhaust yourself, there's a couple of reasons you faint. Like coming in from a cold outside to inside, her hands were freezing, so it could be that. And also she was exhausting herself going. And then if you get up too quickly, and that's all sorts of reasons why you faint. But it's always very alarming when people faint because they are out of it, and then a lot of the time they don't remember that they fainted. It's like, yeah, that was, and it's like, well, there's nothing to worry about. It's like, yeah, you didn't see yourself. That was worrying. So yes, so yes, my mother is annoyed because it's like she's like, I want to see what's on next, because there's like an EPG, an electronic program guide, on the television generally, and she's like, where is it? It's like, we don't have that anymore, Mum, because the television's not there. And we can still use things. You can still put things on the television, like the internet stuff. You can put iPlayer and stuff like that. There's not like all of the channels. You can't see what's going to be next. It was all the free channels. It was none of the pay channels anyway. So you can see, but it's not as good. Like even if you do the schedule on those, you only see that channel, and a lot of them aren't great. So you can't see in front of you all the things that are on right at this moment and to come. So it's not as good. It's still there. It's a faff. It's a faff, really. You have to faff around. And also, my brother had given us his giant television that he got from Bush. It's a Bush television, which is Argos. It used to be a good brand, but then Argos took it over, and it's not a good brand. It's a giant television, but the reason it turned out, and then he brought it down, and it wasn't taking a lot of it can't get certain channels. So he got really angry. He's like, well, I'll take it back. It's like, no, don't take it back. But it's really annoying because it like takes a while to get warmed up. It's like not an old television really. So you press the button to make it come on, and nothing happens. You're like, it takes ages. You're like patiently waiting for it to sort of come on and work itself out. It's like, doesn't come on immediately. There's something, it's very odd. Anyways, I mean, we're grateful to get a free television, but quite obviously he hated that television, wanted to get rid of it as soon as possible because it wasn't really doing its job properly. But it's a television. It does eventually come on, so that is good. And it's a big screen, big old television. I think they were using it as a sort of a big screen to play games on, but it was so big that it was in their way. So it's taking up the whole of the living room. It's giant TV that is not really very useful because you don't actually have TV anymore, but you can use it for other things. Like my father? No, my father? What am I talking about? Yes, he's like, can I have DVDs now? It's like, we don't. All right, so I have to plug it. There's only like 2 HDMI cables, so you have to unplug. I suppose it's not a problem now because we don't have the Sky, but you have to unplug the Sky in order to put the DVDs on. And then, so I put it on, faff about getting it on, make sure that it's all connected, and it's like, what do you want to see? What have we got on DVD? We've got a load of old DVDs. It's like, oh, I don't know. So then spend ages looking through the DVDs and going, oh, this is the DVD, and putting it on, and then going, nah, don't want to see that anymore. Like we started, I think I said last week, we started watching Duck Soup. That was interesting. Yes, it's a jump in the air. So big it jumped in the air it would get stuck. Exactly. It would do that. It was like, boing! It's hit the firmament. It's hit the top of this. It's like nowhere else to go. It's like Matt, the woman, the great goddess that bends over to cover up the sky. It would hit the top of her. Like she's bending over. It would hit her in the breastbone or somewhere like that. Matt. I think that's is that what she's called? I don't know. There's definitely a goddess that the Egyptians thought sort of bent over the world. Yeah. So that would be very rude if we did that to her, if she exists, which she probably doesn't, because that's not a thing. Anyway, Yeah. So yeah, so big. What was I saying? Anyway. Oh yes, the Marx Brothers. So we watched the Marx Brothers thing, and I mentioned this last week. My dad, one of the things that my dad does watch, and what we still managed to watch on ITVX, which he can faff about and eventually find, is The Chase. He watches that all of the time. Now, one of the questions this week was which Marx Brothers said I saw an what I last night I the thing about hunting an elephant in your pajamas. This is like which Marx Brothers said last night I saw an elephant in my pajamas. I shot an elephant in my pajamas. What he was doing in my pajamas, I don't know. I can't remember the exact tenor of the joke. Anyway, that was the question, and the man says which Marx Brothers. He said Carl. No, it wasn't Karl Marx. That would be Big Giant Head, Karl Marx. It wasn't. It was Groucho, exactly. It was definitely Groucho. Not Carl. Interesting story about Carl. I don't know whether it is interesting story. It's a story about Karl Marx. Now he's buried in Highgate Cemetery, but not in the part where most of the people. You can go for tours. And at this point, when we went there, you could go for a tour in Highgate Cemetery, and you have to queue up and wait for the tour and pay for the tour. You'd also have to pay for the other bit, which is not as many people. There's a few famous people built there, and there's some interesting gravestones and sort of mortuary and sort of little like little temples that people live in. Really, they don't live in. But people spent their last. They're not there anymore. They're not, but they are. Are they? I don't know what happens when you die. There are that people say that you could still, even though you're not there, then you've still got the electrical impulses still going on forever, ever and ever. And there's, I mean, you can't do anything. You're just sort of dreaming forever and ever until you turn into dust. Anyway. I hope that doesn't happen because that would be weird. Or is it a good thing or a bad thing that happens? Is it existence? Is it lack of it? Anyway, it's scary. I don't think I like that. Anyway, the whole point, the big gravestone for Karl Marx is a big head, a big giant head. Now, I went there with a writers group one time, and we were going around like scribbling in notebooks and writing things inspired by things. Anyway, I was standing right next to Karl Marx's big giant head, and I started writing, and I looked around, and then we looked down, and there was like a splodge of red, like blood, on my page. That was worrying. Very, very worried. Have I got that here? Anyway, so that, have I got that somewhere here? I've got a load of, oh, it is. This particular notebook. Now, I'll show you now. It's, and it's just got splashed. It's sort of splashed, and, when did it happen? Ages ago. Anyway. I'll look through it while I'm talking to you. So that was a little bit spooky, really. So while I was standing by the tomb of Karl Marx, there it is, yeah, that appeared. And that was standing under a tree, so maybe it was something from the tree. So I was actually next to Karl Marx's thing, but I was writing down things from the gravestones. And it says, "My love, Agnes Carvers, October the 24th, 1940, it's age 22. So I was just writing down things. Dear friend, Alice Margaret, 18th of January 1935, Elizabeth Sary, Anne Ottaway, and then the blood stain. DL of Wooler, Dalziel, DL, DALZIEL, DL, that's pronounced, of Wooler, windows in his tomb and lions on the door. And just in between there, I was like, ah! That's scary. So they are the gravestones that are around Karl Marx's grave. And that was a little bit scary, a little bit disturbing. Yes. Oh, George Honey, comedian, died May the 28th, 1880, aged 58. So whoever George Honey is, he's buried there. So thank you once again. Hope sleep well. Get them good week. Oh, gotta go. Bye-bye. Have a nice time. Yeah, Tony Hancock. Yes, thank you for joining me, and have a lovely time for the rest of the time. And yeah, so yeah. There's the stain on the previous page appeared suddenly when the book was closed. I closed it after noting the details on Agnes Hallis and Elizabeth's grave. They are buried in the same plot. I closed the book and moved on past Karl Marx's tomb. I opened the book again to note the details on little Frank's grave. The stain was there, wet and bright red at the time, barely colouring the opposite page. Almost a week later, this is even a long time, it has dried. It looks like coffee now, but when it appeared, it looked very much like fresh blood. Ghost story. Gross. I am now on the train to Newport. Oh, it was just before my cousin got married in Caldecott Castle. He got married in Caldecott Castle, and that was very nice, but it was freezing. We had to stay there all day. We had a banquet in Caldecott Castle. It's very hard to write. The train is very shaky. Another 40 minutes till I arrive. I think I need blotting paper. Fountain pens are lovely, but they tend to smudge very easily. Maybe I should practice writing with this pen more. So I was writing with a fountain pen. So my immediate thought is that somehow the ink from the fountain pen had reacted with something in this book. But it's not the same colour as the ink. So that is a bit spooky. Anyway, that is my today. So thank you very much for joining me. I've gone on for more than half an hour, and it's later than you think, later than usual. But I will be back again next week, just before I travel to Edinburgh. So I will probably have an early night then and wake up bright and early in the morning to go on the train all the way to Edinburgh. A 7-hour, 8-hour journey. Or more than that, because I have to get to the train. Hours and hours. I have to get up at 6 o'clock, and then I won't get there until like 6 o'clock in the evening. Oh. So you have a good week too. I will see you soon, and hopefully no more spookiness in my books. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.